Marseille came calling for our services, but the message was clear. We had a big summer ahead at Betis, but was only given £9 million to play with, so we had to generate money through player sales. Lainez, Wanmai and Jose were sold, which meant we had around an extra £30 million to splash, but our first signings were achieved without a penny spent. Bamba, Campagna and Endawa were all brought in on free signings. We needed more quality at left back, so Fran Garcia was in, along with exciting forward talent Datro Fofana. Bissaka, Frances and Diallo were all signed to add cover in our backline, but it was Maxi Gomez who stole the show, who was brought in for a bargain £12.5 million. He took La Liga by storm and scored 36 league goals for us and claimed Player of the Year. Time for predictions. Where do you think we finished? Write it down in the comments. Our campaign got off to a solid start with Canellas rebounding the ball in for the victory. Next we were struggling against Real Sociedad's 10 men, but super sub Maxi Gomez came off the bench on his debut to grab a brace. Maxi Gomez continued from his debut, getting us the opener against Getafe. However, they would make it difficult for us and equalise. But that man again, Maxi Gomez, would have the last laugh, getting his second brace in 2 games. Celta Vigo proved to be a challenge and took the lead through Iago Aspas. We was able to respond however through Fekir, but we wasn't able to add to that and suffered our first drop points. Another draw versus Almeria was followed with back-to-back wins before our game versus Real Madrid. Benzema punished us early on to give Madrid the lead. Benzema was on fire during this game, and he was there to punish us at every opportunity and inflicted our first league defeat of the season. We suffered a huge blow as star midfielder Guido Rodriguez broke his leg, which meant a trip to the hospital room, and he would be out for 5 months. We was able to bounce back against Valencia as we put in a steady performance. We took the lead through Thuram, but Valencia were able to pull one back immediately. Luckily for us, Datro Fofana was there to give us the win. Turin was there again to give us a big win in the Seville derby. Next up was Athletic Bilbao, who had beat us convincingly last season. We was hoping that this season would be different, but no, it was a car crash of a performance again, and Bilbao really took it to us. They dominated throughout and ended up finishing 3-0 victors.
Oh, you're having a laugh! You're having a laugh!
Huesca were the perfect opponents to bounce back from, a humbling defeat from. Summer signing Jonathan Bamba was on fire during this game and proved to be a shrewd summer signing coming in on a free transfer. He grabbed a hat-trick in this game as we ran away 5-0 winners. After an impressive start to the season, we were hot on the tails of Barcelona, sitting in second place after an impressive string of results. Fofana gave us the lead just after the restart, but Lewandowski was able to peg us back immediately. We were then awarded a penalty in the 86th minute when Maxi Gomez slotted us home to give us an iconic victory. The difficult games kept on coming as we faced Simeone's Atletico next. Star man Maxi Gomez gave us the lead twice in this game, although this was not going to be enough as Atletico pinned us back both times as we failed to build momentum after the impressive Barcelona result. Espanyol was a tricky game to negotiate, and it seemed like deja vu once again for us, as Maxi Gomez was there to give us the lead twice, but once again we were pegged back. However, this time was different, as Maxi Gomez was able to find a third in this game and get another hat-trick to seal the victory for us. Real Sociedad would be our next challenge, and John Bamba was there to put us 1-0 ahead. Unfortunately, this lead would not last as Cubo would then net to earn a draw. The tricky games kept on coming and we were really challenged against Villarreal. They really put the sword into us and were scoring goals easily, rushing to a 3-goal lead. We did manage somewhat of a fight back in the second half, but it wasn't going to be enough and another defeat was suffered. Tenerife knocked us out of the Copa del Rey with a game against Barcelona the focus, but we was unable to put in the same type of performance as the reverse fixture. Barca dominated this outing and went 3 goals ahead, although Endawa was able to pull a goal back late on. After some damaging defeats, we needed to bounce back against Getafe, and bounce back is what we did. Our number 10 playmaker stole the show in this game, grabbing all 3 goals for us with a true leader's performance. Get in! We also had the Europa League to contend with, but only managed second place, so had to play an extra round in which we drew European giants Ajax. The first game was difficult in Amsterdam and we lost 2-1 after early Ajax goals. We needed a big response in the reverse fixture and that's what we got. It was without doubt the game of the season and was end to end as we took the lead, but then Ajax drew the game back. We took the lead again, but Ajax responded again. It was complete chaos, but we managed to take the game to extra time, in which we finally put the nail in the coffin and ended the game 6-3, but it was much closer than the scoreline suggests. Valencia away was next, and Schernadauer, our young Italian midfielder, continued his fine breakthrough season, giving us the lead. Cavani did grab an equaliser, but our hitman Maxi Gomez was there to quickly regain us the lead. Let's go! Next was Madrid, and the only goal of the game came through a wicked deflection. Get in there! The Seville derby was up next, and Maxi Gomez stole the show. He scored not once, not twice, but 3 times for another hat-trick, as the big results kept on flowing. Our next generation of players looked promising, especially Kane, who looks like a diamond.
Wow.
The great string of results had to come to an end sooner or later, but Mallorca was not the team I expected to do it. 3-0 again was the score, which was becoming a common occurrence in our rare defeats. We need to do better if we want to challenge for the title. Club Brugge were brushed aside in the Europa League, and we was drew against Atalanta next. Atalanta did top our group, therefore they had to be confident going into the game, and their confidence showed as they absolutely blew us away, which made progression in the competition really unlikely. Our centre-backs were becoming a real concern, as they were performing much worse in comparison to the rest of the team. Any hopes we had of progressing were immediately ended, with Pulisic scoring as they dominated both legs and were deserved victors. Results were pretty strong going into the final few games of the season. Atleti took the lead through Koke, however Maxi Gomez was there to grab an equaliser immediately. But Griezmann would have the last laugh, getting the winner and delivering us the L dance. Goals from Canelles and Fofana would give us the win against Oviedo, which sealed Champions League football for us next season. A rollercoaster of a game against Espanyol sealed the season for us, as goals from Fekir, Bamba and Thuram helped us to a 5-2 victory and sealed third place for us, 10 points off first.
High five! Great!
Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, the support means the absolute world to me.